Right, I've driven 500 kilometres from filling up petrol in Perth. I have filled up since. I'm just in the edge, kind of the outback. And I'm going up this trail to a waterfall to camp tonight and then head further north. Tomorrow this road turns into just gravel and I'm going to go to a camp and see about metal detecting. Yeah! So check out the igneous intrusion. So all this dark rock is a sill or a dike intruding into all this. So there could well be gold here and then downstream of. It's very tempting, but there's big fines if you haven't got permission and it's not just crown land. This is Ace looking for snakes. I want it to go dark and then I'm going to get my black light out and come back in, search places like that, gravel. It's amazing, it's absolutely gobsmacking. Look at that big mineral vein. Got to do it. Little black light. It's only a cheap little thing, so there's plenty of minerals that it would miss, but there's some that it would pick up. I hope I don't get lost or anything. Well, I've had a few scans around in gravels and scraped it down a few layers. Can't see anything jumping out at me, but it was Ace. Where am I? Slight change of plan. I'm doing this bit of the loop, but I'm going to go back to town and I'm going to go to the garage and see if you can check and or re-top up my aircon. It's not icy cold. It's a heck of a lot colder than outside, but it's not icy. Do you think they're hoping that it rains? Crikey. The end of the tarmac. I hope it's not corrugated all the way. I'll just have it in auto. Oh, it's just disappeared. There was a proper sand vortex thing. Right, he's giving me a map of his acreage and a map down to, from his homestead there, down to some drovers pools, and it's $25 a night to stay down there and $30 a night here because you've got electric and water and everything. So I'm roughing it at the drovers pool. So it's quite a distance down rough track. It's not too bad. He said they're not bad because he has a lot of traffic. So basically, yeah, I have permission on his land. Some of it might be unclaimed for mining land, but he's like, just tell him I've said okay. So I've paid for a couple of nights and off I go. These tracks are not on my offline maps, so I hope I don't get lost. Checkpoint 4.3, 10.2, 16.5, 18 kilometres. Where's my keys? See you in a bit, bye. Deep in the outback. Car's over there, somewhere about 100 yards. I'm on the way to that water hole, but I thought I'll just have a quick random detect in the scrub. before I get there. Water breaking, a bit of shade in this little gully. I've thought of it a few targets. I've just filled a big hole there. It was giving quite a positive signal, but quite deep. So I dug sort of 4 inches of square, scraped it all back, and then my dissector was struggling to find anything. I think that happens a lot in these parts. But there's bound to be big snakes and lizards in here. Found a target. It works. I've dug a few other places and it's just been false signal. So hey, at least it does find targets. Anything else? Nope. Woo! First find in the outback, I'm rich. I'm at the watering hole, my camp, for a couple of nights. Guess what? My aircon's just started to pack up. Just as I got to the track, got to come through a gate. Because this is okay for swimming in, so it's gated off and fenced off from the cattle. And my aircon's gone well dodgy. I called in at the garage and he said, a couple of days, come back. I'll be back. So the hydraulics are a bit old, so I made use of a stick. Got this mesh trapped in the doors. Sorted. I'll hang my shower up somewhere now. Morning. It's beautiful. It's about 7:30, been up a good hour. Had my coffees, having a little recce. Thinking about digging some gravel and doing a bit of panning first before the heat of the day. There's not much visible gravel in the river because it's all silty, because it doesn't flow often, therefore keeping nice gravels. I could do some up these creeks, just go and dig some samples and then come and pan it, and also run the metal detector up these creeks. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm going to redesign my bathroom later. My shower room needs to be a bit higher. Drive a foot mat for the shower mat. Something nice to stand on. So yeah, I need to put it right up there or something. I was having to crouch down. Awning kept the morning sun off. Sweet. There's loads of fish. So I've done a couple of pans. Nothing exciting. Some nice dragonflies too. So I've done a few buckets. Store your tools in the shade. Jeepers, I came back and grabbed the shovel. Could only just pick it up. So what I've just done while I have a break, so I didn't have a proper break, what I am doing now. I thought, right, I'm going to check layers. So mainly what I've sampled so far is this very top pinky red sand. Just the very top loose stuff. And I thought, right, I'm going to scrape away until I either get bedrock or other layers. So there's this, which is under the loose stuff at that level. So I'm going to sample some of that because it's got all sorts stuck to the bottom of it, the top of that. and then this lighter layer underneath, which is fairly soft. It's like hard packed sand and gravel. It's not rock. So I'm basically going to smash a load up so that it's pannable, basically, and into grains, and sample that. And I'll sample the red middle layer. I've been getting a bit of black sand, but if I don't get anything in this, then I can kind of work out that maybe this is a bad area for gold, as in this immediate area. This ranch might well have gold. Right, sample hole. I hit some red stuff as well, but I'm in a bit of a confluence here, which I thought it's a good spot to try, you see, the drop zone. So therefore that'll be cross bedding of different gravels and sands. So I made a miniature mine. It's a bit like the mines you see when you're looking at Google Earth. I found nout. Time to fill the hole. You'd almost never know I've been here. I did forget, that's so I'm going to go and smash that up and pan that before going back for a spot of lunch. My finds yesterday afternoon and this morning. 3 bullet casings, a coin, a bottle top, shotgun cartridge, bits of 4 bullet casings, and these might be hematite. My first wildlife capture. I've seen loads of emus and kangaroos and lizards. That's the biggest lizard I've seen so far. Start a video. Hello! Right, this guy is a lifesaver. Say hello. He's seemingly sorted me right out. He's jet washed the condenser. He's regassed it, he's been doing something with a filter, and I now have cold air. So if you're in the Geraldton area, give or take 100 miles, this is who you need to come and see. He is a diamond. Back just south of the homestead, I'm going to stay here tonight. It's getting on. The aircon is better, but when I'm stood still, it struggles. Because the grill at the front's so hammered, probably by stones. So he even suggested sitting there for 48 years and trying to straighten them out with a screwdriver, but it looked very delicate and there's thousands of them. Otherwise the aircon, he says it's not leaking, so yeah, maybe I'll get a new grill condenser thing. We shall see. I'll come out again low and it's dark. Check these layers of gravels. I don't know if that's super weathered granite or what. And then several times being dumped up on top of. Catastrophes? So I'm back on the homestead. I went to the homestead, couldn't see anyone. I was intending on heading northwest. I took a track, ended up going northeast, I've now crossed the main road, but I do know where I am on the maps. So I'm still on his land. So I'm now heading north east, or basically east northeast, or even east east northeast, to some gullies. I'll have a night or two here and then head back and ask him how the heck I find that track I wanted to find. Proper bush. So I'm about 3 or 4 kilometres up this track where I'm heading east northeast, east north-ish, east, and it's about 12 kilometres to where I go. I had to put it in proper 4-wheel drive because it got really soft for a bit. Now it's firm again. It's exciting. Woo! Looks like a changing country. Are they areas to check for gold? Zigzag the border. Might do that on the way back. So remember this red sandy stuff when it turns into that gravelly stuff. There's loads of gravel what I've driven past. Salt and pepper, as they call it. Best I can do for now. So I went to the northeast. Now I'm going to try my luck. And hopefully this road meanders and rejoins the road I came in on, which is over there. Otherwise I'm lost in the outback. But there's some river gullies I'll go alongside of, if I can actually spot them. Proper outback. So I've come off a track, heading on a meandering track that rejoins, hopefully, the main track back to the road. So I found the dry river. So I might camp here for the night. It is now 2:45. Make camp, do some detecting. Check out the gully that I'm checking out. It's ace, but it hasn't got any gold nuggets yet. Very strange. So this track that I thought was going to lead back onto the track I came on seemed to be doing the right thing, because I just had my maps so I could tell what direction I was going, and it all seemed well for a few kilometres, and then it just turned north instead of carrying on west and meeting the track that I want. So yeah, I've turned around back to know where I am. Soft sand hill climb for about a mile. It's ace. It's not all that steep. It's quite steep. Sunset detecting. Cars over there on a track. It was a beautiful sunset. I hurt. But look at that. Proper outback. It really is a changing country. Border. So that what was sandy is basically a grassy area. This area hardly has any interference, background noise, whatever, full signals. That area has lots, and the numbers on the machine are in the teens all the time. So I'm coming to learn that false signals tend to be in the teens, and if you don't get a clear signal by passing over it a few times, then ignore the bugger. Another change in land to check out. Sandy side, gravelly side. I'm at the coast, so I'm south of Geraldton, and then come down a road that leads to a beach car park, but then this track goes a few miles north back towards, and then loads of offshoots, what look like good places to park. So I'm on a 4-wheel drive coast mission. The guy has ordered the new part for the air conditioning, but he doesn't know whether he's going to get it. He's going to phone me today or tomorrow. We shall see. I think that's where I think I need to go that way. I'm getting bogged down. See you in a minute. I'm bogged down. That's as far as I could get up this slight hill. So I'm going to bottle it. I'm not going any further. So I'll turn around here if I can. Might have to use these and get back to the car park, but it's been fun. I may be some time. Well, I got out, that was good fun. Got turned round, that was good fun. I'm now doing some proper 4-wheel driving. Look at the bermed corners. So I'm in low range. It all works. Just arrived in my camp spot. 3:30 in the afternoon. Look at that. So I'm a fair way south of Geraldton now. Bumbling back to Perth in the next day or 3 or 4. The last time I was at this spot was 10 years ago, or very nearly, and I also stayed there, or a bit further back, and I went snorkeling around these rocks and cut my leg open and then was right scared about sharks, so I'll probably do the same. I was snorkeling earlier, it was lovely, further up near Geraldton, but I think I shall have another dip around these rocks. My own private beach. It says no camping. Yeah, right. If they whinge, I'll say, oh, I thought you meant no camping on the beach. Well, I did a bit of litter picking, had a swim, did it again, but not to quite the scale that I did last time. Only a few sharks turned up. I'm hungry. I've just trod on bloody rocks. Right sharp. It's that sharp limestone. My feet will be bleeding to attract more sharks. Check out the tracks. That's got to be a snake. Don't know about that. That might be rabbits. Kangaroos. Last night it was ace. Just after sunset, about there, I saw the silhouette of a bunch of kangaroos heading over the dunes onto the beach. But there's some tracks that, oh well, obviously I haven't got a clue. But yeah, I think them's snakes. Let's go snake hunting. Quick chill out at Kangaroo Point. Doesn't look very pointy, it looks more pointy over there. Maybe the point's just over there. But the point is, I haven't seen a kangaroo. Hangover Bay. It's only just down from Kangaroo Point, which might even be that. I might go for a swim. I haven't been for a swim today yet. Look how well catered for you are. For when you get your hangover.